There's a version of you that only exists in your imagination. You think about them all the time. They wake up early. They're focused, disciplined, confident. The type of person who actually does what they say they're going to do. But right now, that version of you is just a ghost, a daydream. And every time you put things off, every time you say, maybe tomorrow, every time you let fear, doubt, or comfort win, that version slips further and further away. You don't need another reminder of what you could be, what you should be. You already know. What you need is a spark, a shift, a moment of truth that says, enough. Enough waiting, enough excuses, enough telling yourself stories about why you can't start yet. Because let's be real, you're not confused, you're not unclear. You know what you need to do, but you've gotten really good at avoiding it. You scroll, distract, overthink, and justify. You tell yourself you're just planning or getting prepared, but what you're really doing is hiding. Because doing the thing means facing discomfort. It means facing the unknown. It means breaking the cycle you've been stuck in. And that's terrifying. But staying stuck, that's even worse. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The clock is ticking. Life is not waiting. And every moment you spend hesitating is a moment you'll never get back. You're not lost. You're just stalled. And the only way forward, the only way out, is through action. Tiny, imperfect, uncomfortable action. Because change doesn't come from wishing. Growth doesn't come from comfort. Confidence doesn't come from thinking about doing something. It comes from doing it. You want to feel confident? Show up when it's hard. You want momentum? Move, even when you're not sure. You want clarity? Start, and figure it out along the way. You're not going to think your way into a new life. You're going to act your way into it. So if you're tired of overthinking, tired of feeling behind, tired of watching others pass you by while you stay in the same place, do something, anything. Write the first line, send the email, do the workout, apply for the job, record the video, take the risk. It's not about massive change overnight. It's about building the habit of showing up again and again and again. Let's be real. You've tried the waiting game. You've tried convincing yourself that one day it'll just click. That one day you'll wake up motivated and ready and fearless. But that day, it's not coming. Not unless you create it. You have to stop waiting for your feelings to lead and start letting your actions lead. Because action creates energy. Action creates confidence. Action creates transformation. You don't need a 10-step plan. You need one step, taken today. Then another tomorrow. Then another after that. And yes, it'll be awkward. You'll stumble. You'll question yourself. You'll want to quit. But that's part of the process. Nobody builds anything meaningful without facing resistance. You're not broken for struggling. You're not weak for doubting yourself. You're human. But you get to decide what kind of human you're going to be. One who shrinks back when things get hard, or one who shows up anyway. You can be scared and still take the next step. You can be unsure and still move forward. You can be messy, flawed, anxious, and still make progress. Don't wait to feel ready. That's a trap. You don't become ready by waiting. You become ready by starting. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start with the fear. Start with the doubt. Start with the voice in your head telling you it won't work, and prove it wrong. Because you can do this. No, not perfectly, not effortlessly, but you can do it. You've just forgotten what you're capable of, because you've been sitting still for too long. Think about this. Every person you admire was once where you are, confused, afraid, at the very beginning. They weren't chosen. They weren't different. They just made a choice. They chose to show up, to fail, to to learn, to keep going. That choice? It's available to you right now. But no one can make it for you. This is your life, your time, your chance. And the window won't stay open forever. One day, you'll look back. And the question won't be, did I make the right choice? It'll be, did I even try? Don't let the answer be no. Don't let your story be one of hesitation and regret. Let it be a story of resilience, of courage, of the moment you finally decided to stop thinking about who you could be and started becoming it. Start today. Not because it's easy, not because you feel like it, but because you're tired of living a life half-lived. This is your reminder. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. No more stalling. No more self-doubt disguised as planning. No more waiting for permission. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to start small. You're allowed to suck at first. But you're not allowed to give up on yourself. Not this time. So whatever it is, the dream, the goal, the version of you that keeps calling out, answer it. Even if your voice shakes, even if you're scared, even if you have no idea what you're doing. Because starting messy is better than never starting at all. And trust me, the hardest part isn't doing it. It's deciding to. So decide. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. And trust me, no one has it all figured out. Every single person who seems successful or put together has faced moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. They've stared down the same questions you're asking yourself right now. Am I good enough? Will I fail? Is this worth it? The difference is, they chose to keep moving forward anyway. They decided that their dreams were bigger than their doubts. Progress isn't about being perfect. It's about persistence. It's about showing up on the days when you don't feel like it and doing the work anyway. It's about accepting that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey, not signs that you should quit. Every stumble is a lesson. Every failure is a step closer to growth. Remember, small steps add up. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You don't have to wake up feeling motivated every day. You just have to take one step, one small action that moves you forward, and then another, and then another. Momentum builds quietly, but it builds powerfully. Surround yourself with reminders of why you started. Write down your goals. Create rituals that help you stay connected to your purpose. Find accountability, whether that's a friend, a mentor, or even just your own journal. Because the path won't always be clear, but your commitment will carry you through. So if you're waiting for the right time, know this: the right time is now. Not when you feel ready, but when you decide to start. When you decide to show up. When you choose to believe in yourself a little more each day. You have everything you need to begin. Right now, right here. All that's left is the decision to begin. To begin imperfectly. To begin bravely. Because the only thing standing between you and your future self is the choice you make today. Growth is not linear. There will be days you leap forward and days you feel like you're taking 2 steps back. That's okay. Every step matters, even the ones that feel like mistakes. Progress isn't a straight line. It's messy and unpredictable. The key is persistence. The key is continuing to show up, even when it's hard, even when you don't see immediate results. When you face setbacks, don't retreat. Lean in. Ask yourself what you can learn, what new strength you can build, what insight you can gain. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond when failure comes knocking. It's about rising every time you fall, stronger and wiser than before. Don't underestimate the power of routine and discipline. Small, consistent actions done daily build momentum like a snowball rolling downhill, growing larger and unstoppable. That habit of showing up is your secret weapon. It's what separates those who talk about dreams from those who live them. You don't have to conquer everything today. You don't have to solve every problem or answer every question. Start where you are. Use what you have. Trust the process. Embrace uncertainty. And know that clarity comes through action. Surround yourself with inspiration and support. Seek mentors who remind you why you started. Find friends who encourage your growth. Create environments where your goals can thrive. Accountability is fuel. Sometimes, the gentle nudge you need to get back on track. Remember to celebrate the small wins. Every email sent, every task completed, every moment you resisted, quitting counts. These victories build your confidence and prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you realize. The journey will challenge you. It will test your patience, your resolve, your belief in yourself. But it will also reward you with growth, with insight, with a deeper understanding of who you are and what you're capable of. So, when you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Remember that your future self is rooting for you. Remember that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to becoming that person you imagine. Take the leap. Start today. Be imperfect. Be persistent. Be brave. Your story is just beginning.